too. Tomorrow, the internet gets worked on, so it works. So I can continue news. I just woke up. Yes, I need to take a shower. It's too cold right now. It's kind of icky out there right now. It's cold. Not as cold as it is in the Midwest and the East, but it was cold enough for me. Anyway, this government shutdown crap. I think it should be illegal because it messes with the people that work for federal government that actually do their job. And y'all need to think about this now. Just because they shut it down doesn't mean they don't get money. They have money. That's why they're congressmen and senators and all the little after them. And I didn't like Trump before he actually ran. One can only hope that he might straighten up and realize that a wall is not going to keep somebody out. They're going to figure out how to get over it or under it. If anybody remembers anything about the European history and remembers that there was a wall in Berlin that was built the year I was born, it started out just, the wall went through, divided not only the country, it divided people's homes because the borderline was put in between, went sometimes through their houses. So if they were on the west side, they had to stay on the west side, and the ones on the east side had to stay there, which didn't make no sense, did it? After a while, they would keep going through windows and stuff like that, so they made it worse. They started shooting at them. There was a few that did get used, but the families that were there prior to Germany splitting from west and east, they didn't see their families for 20 years. If their family members actually lived long enough for them to be reunited. But here we have a man that's in office that wants to build a wall to keep people out. Well, maybe, I think the Native Americans should have thought of that. 1600s, when some of the white ancestors came over on the Mayflower, because look what happened with them. They got thrown into little areas, they got pushed off their land stolen from them, their language stolen from them, their culture, their religion. They weren't allowed to dress as they were supposed, how they felt. They had to dress like settlers and become Christian or whatever, which wasn't right either. England did the same thing to Ireland, by the way. But in later, after, they outlawed paganism back there, they took the Irish culture too. And now they're a little bit getting it back, but they still have religion. Don't get me wrong. I do believe in God. I do pray. Hang on a minute.